Kids, we are still talking about past climates, and now let's go back to 250 million years ago. Remember, we are coming from 4.6 billion years ago forward in time, and 250 million years ago, the dinosaur era started. That time, all the continents were stuck together in a supercontinent called Pangea, which broke apart at some point into Laurasia and Gondwana, and Gondwana had Africa and Madagascar and India, and that broke apart. So Madagascar and India separated. India separated from Madagascar and started drifting north across the equator, crashed into the Asian plate, is still moving northward and pushing up the Himalayan mountains, which got created around 30 to 10 million years ago, and so on. But going back to the dinosaurs, imagine they're all running around, it's nice and warm. They are not mammals, right? They are related to reptiles. So they used to lay eggs, and they even lived in the Arctic Circle because it was so warm. There were no glaciers, there were no sea ice, there were forests in the Arctic. How do we know this? Remember, we talked about this before. If you find a rock on a continent, you have to figure out how old it is. And then we can use magnetic lines. Remember, Earth has magnetic field, and depending on where you are latitudinally at the time that the rock was born, you can look at the magnetic line and say at what latitude it was. So we can say that India was way south attached to Madagascar some time ago, 70 million, 100 million years ago, and it has moved north and so on and so forth. Incredible detective work that combines isotopes and geochemistry and magnetic lines and so on to say how continents have moved around and why they are still moving. Everybody is moving north. In 100 million years ago, 200 million years ago, they will all be clumping together in the north again. So when the continents move and they split apart, sea levels change, rainfall patterns change, deserts change, and of course evolution of species changes. There are land bridges where animals can cross, the so-called megafauna like woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers and dinosaurs and so on and so forth. Incredible history of the earth comes together when we put all these stories together. It's important because climate also changed along the way, and that's our focus still. So we'll come back to climate change again, okay? See you, kids.